Hello, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to do a detailed analysis on Revox USDT or REX USDT. So in this analysis, we are going to speculate what direction the market is going to go on a long term and also what direction the market is going to go on a short term. If you are new to this channel, before I continue, just hit the subscribe button, like our video, and also make a comment or ask any question if you have any. Okay, so let's get down into business. Okay, so on our chart is our REX USDT. So I want to speculate what the market is going to do based on technical analysis. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we can see that we're having a downward trend for some time, consistent downward trend, and you can see the trend line has been what broken. The trend line has been broken. So I'm going to label this the daily what trend line. Do you understand? I'm going to label this the daily trend line. Okay, so the trend line have been broken. So we're going to go to a smaller time frame to see what the market is doing. Know that whenever a trend line is broken, it signals what a buy signal. So let's go to the smaller time frame. So I'm first going to go to the 4 hours time frame. So from the 4 hours time frame, you can clearly see that the market is making structural changes. You can see the market is trying to do what? Create higher high. So this was an established high range. Okay, established high range. So I'm going to label this as range, high range. Okay, high range that the market established. Okay, so you can see that this is the low range. This is the lowest price of the range. Okay, so this is the lowest price of the range. I'm going to label this the low range. Okay, low range. This is the low range. This is the low range. So right within the low range, you can see that the market is kind of like making some structural changes towards the upward direction. You can see this is a high and this is a high that the market created. This is a high, and you can see the market just created another higher high. Okay, the market created another higher high. So this is a higher high. This is a higher high that the market created. Okay, and you can see right here we have a nice support level. So this is a nice support level right there. So we are going to go down to a lower time frame again to see what the market is going. This time I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame. So I'm going to the 1 hour time frame. So let's see what exactly the market is doing. So from the 1 hour time frame, you can clearly see what the market is doing. We have our market breaking out of our trend line, kind of like forming a symmetrical triangle, a triangle right there, and you can see the market kind of like making higher highs right there. So right now, what I'll be speculating on a short term is a short term pullback. I want the market to make what? A short term pullback, a possible head and shoulder formation, maybe a possible head and shoulder formation right here. You can see it right there. A possible head and shoulder formation right here, a possible head and shoulder formation, but I won't be taking this to be a long-term move. Do you understand? So this is a possible head and shoulder formation right there. So I'm not going to take this to be a long-term move. So for short term, I want to see the market reacting off this level. I want to see market reacting off this level right there. You can see that the market has been giving us some nice lows, and if you zoom in, you're going to see that this is what? This is a trend line. So this is a trend line. So I'm speculating that this market is going to do what? A short-term sell and a long-term what? Buy. A short-term sell and a long-term buy. So if you use your Fibonacci tool to measure this, you measure this, you can see that the market is right in the 0.50 to 0.618 zone, and it's kind of like giving us that entry signal right there. So based on that, I will be speculating that this market is going to make some lows towards this direction. If I'm to enter this market right here, so I'm speculating that this market will make some lows, and my stop loss will be slightly above the previous high because of liquidity. This high right there, and I'm going to target a 1 is to 1.5, a 1 is to 1.5 ratio, a 1 is to 1.5 ratio will be my target. So I'm going to target a 1 is to 1.5 ratio. So this is basically my setup for REX USDT for short term. But for long term, I'm expecting this market to make a pull down, a pullback into this zone, into this level, possibly before the market makes a higher high. So if you really love what I'm doing right here, do well to hit the subscribe button, like our video, and also share this video so that other people will get information like this or for free.